Oh, friends, welcome for our daily study of Upanishads. How much our moods cooperating or not cooperating, we have to consciously continue our effort of being in touch with the truth through the Shravanam and study of our Shastras at a higher level of sincerity and maturity. We adjust our outer life, inner mind in such a manner that it is always conducive for our study and sadhana, not contradicting or distracting our study and sadhana. This is how slowly we have to reach to that level of minding our adhyatmikata first, then only everything else. May we all covet that beautiful life of health, fully physical, health, fully psychological, intact all our faculties, and with full zest and zeal and enthusiasm, we are doing our adhyanam, swadhyayam, shravanam. So too, with equal inspiration, we are able to manage ourselves to do our dhyana abhyas, vicharana abhyas, anvaya vyatireka abhyas daily, so that the deep experience of the eternal ever present self is gained by us. May we be more and more single pointed only for this purpose. All else can stay, can be kept aside, or that is what is the one we were doing from so many lives, even in this life also till now. Other than giving us only a temporary glimpse of happiness, it has not given anything except for the binding fears and frustrations and miseries. So, with analyzing our own anubhutis, knowing that they were yielding less crop but having more weeds and troubles, we have to shift slowly our attention to be more and more spiritual. Right? Remember, all are there in the convictions of the intellect, good or bad. From the bad to the good, or from the wrong to the right, or from the untrue to the truth, or from non authentic to the authentic convictions in the intellect, we have to travel. That is what the entire satsanga is meant for. Shastra Dhyana is for this purpose only. So, like every day, today also, let us try to study the Taittiriya Upanishad after Parayanam with Bhashyam. Let us go to Yoga Darshanam also. Try to study with Vyasa Bhashyam. Let Bhagavad Gita be studied, 10th chapter going on. Before that, in Telugu, there is Upanishad, Mundaka. Slowly we are concluding this second Mundakam. Then, thereafter, we have evening hour, Bhagavatam. Yesterday we saw the reception of Lord Krishna by the Yudhishthiradi Pandavas to Hastinapura Indraprastha. And also we have seen yesterday how Kalanemi gave great Jnana Upadesha to Ravana. Whether he received or not, but we got a very good summary of Jnana Sadhana. Today we'll see the summary of the Bhakti Sadhana. Then the Kalanemi has no choice, but he'll have to go to that Dronagiri Parvata around, take that Muni Vesha, trying to misguide Hanumanji. All those will be seen by us today. So let us start our the day. And lastly, we have a Ashtotra chanting tonight. Let us start our chanting of the Swadhyaya Prashamsa, the 9th, 10th, 11th Anuvakas, and the all ones for our Parayanam. ॐ ऋतं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च सत्यं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च तपश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च दमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च शमश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्नयश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अग्निहोत्रं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च अतिथयश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च मानुषं च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजा च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजनश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च प्रजातिश्च स्वाध्याय प्रवचने च सत्यमिति सत्यवचाराथीतरः तवैति तपो नित्यः पौरुषिष्टिः स्वाध्याय प्रवचने एवेति नाको मौद्गल्यः तद्धितवस्तद्धितवः अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम् वेदमनोच्चाचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सीः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यै न प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये के चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्मविचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेताः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेताः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषदो एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावेत् तद्वक्तारमावेत् आवेन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भवशङ्करदेशिक मे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः ॐ श्री वेदव्यास वैशम्पायन याज्ञवल्क्याद्य शङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो नमः ॐ अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरूणां गुरुपरम्परायाः देवतापरम्परायाः साधनानां च पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिद्वारा विश्व शान्तिकल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम् अस्मिन् कर्मणि निश्चितानां सदा सर्वदा आयुरारोग्यक्षेमस्थैर्य श्रद्धा भक्त्यादि सत्सम्पदा साधना सानुकूल्यता शक्तीनां सिद्धिद्वारा शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा दिग्विजयार्थं च श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणं श्री आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ॐ यस्माज्जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं बलवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावेद तद्वक्तारमावेद आवेन्माम् आवेद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ तृतीया भृगुवल्ली ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ षष्ठोऽनुवागः. Let us chant the fifth and sixth anuvakas and study them. Om Vijnanam Brahmeti Vyajanaad Vijnanaadhyeva Kalvimani Bhutani Jayante Vijnanena Jatani Jivante Vijnanam Prayante Visamvishanti Tad Vijnaya Punareva Varunam Pitaramupasasara Adhi Bhagavo Brahmeti Tagum Hovacha तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति सतपोतप्यत सतमस्तप्त्वा आनन्दो ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् आनन्दाध्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते आनन्देन जातानि जीवन्ति आनन्दं प्रयन्ते विसंविशन्तीति सैषा भार्गवी वारुणी विद्या परमे व्योमन् प्रतिष्ठिता य एवं वेद प्रतिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या. Friends, in this Bhrugu Valli, we are doing the sixth Anuvaka. In the sixth Anuvaka, the three topics are: first one is the conclusion and arrival to the destination. Conclusion of tapasya, arrival of destination by the Shishya, the Bhrugu. That is one portion. Second one, Shruti Mata, now concluding that story, Akhyayika. From her side, she is saying something about again sadhana. Third portion is the falashruti of this great effort of through tapasya discovering Paramatma. Inner tapasya, inner phala anyway, is there of knowing the self and getting liberated. But as a complement or bonus, even outer blessings also are given at the Upadhi level by Shruti Mata herself. So these are the three topics that are there in the Shashtra Anuvakaha. So yesterday we have seen it. In that the first portion was this one. Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat. So after thinking that that not Manomaya but Vijnanamaya is Brahman because it is satisfying all the three things of Yatova imani jayante, yatani jivanti, prayanti abhisamvishanti. But by the time he concluded, even in that Vijnana also, there is no completion, there is no permanency. That Vijnanam, whatever I have, the Vishesha Jnanam, the Vritti Jnanam, the Triputi Jnanam has a beginning and end. And it is the object of knowledge, or it is being awared by me as other than me. So, Anatmatva is there in that Vijnaname, Drushyatva is there in that Vijnaname, modification is there in that Vijnaname, Nashwaratva also is there. But Brahman is not Anatma, it is Atma. It is not perishable, it is imperishable. It is not Drushya, it is Drashta. It is not modifiable, it is unmodifying away. Therefore, partially it may be satisfying the lakshanas of Brahman, the tatastha lakshana. ये तटस्थ लक्षण का अतिव्याप्ति कहते हैं इसको, wherein the tatastha lakshana of Brahman are seen even in the panchakoshas. Therefore, that has become a dosha. And that is why even Vijnana also cannot be Brahma. Then he went to Guru. Punareva Varunam Pitaram Upasasara. And the same question, Adi Bhagavo Brahmeti. And to him the same answer. Tapasa Brahma Vijignyasasva Tapo Brahmeti. This is the two lines that when continuously the Father Guru Varuna is repeating. Again let us say Tapasa Brahma Vijignyasasva Tapo Brahma iti. Through tapasya, do the jignasa of the Brahman and reach the Brahman. And do that tapasya which reaches you to the Brahman so much with so much of respect and reverence, value, and all put together is utmost Shraddha. To convey that to us, the tapasya itself is equated with the Brahma, tapo brahmeti. Then Shishya understood he have to so respectfully have to do the tapasya. He has done it. Then, as said in the sixth Anuvaka, he came to know Anando Brahma iti Vyajana. He has discovered the Ananda Brahma, Brahma Ananda. And it is not only satisfying all the three Tatastha Lakshanas, but it has no other blemish of any sort. Therefore, he has concluded that Ananda is Brahma. Okay, unka kahani is only up to this. Now Shruti Mata takes over and says, Saesha Bhargavi Vidya, and then she gives the Falashruti. The two phalas. First phala is of discovering the Ananda Swarupa Brahma or Brahmananda. So the ब्रह्म आनंद वल्ली का जो लक्ष्य था, जो सिद्धांत was taught there, then ब्रह्मानंद का अनुभूति achieved by Bhrugu with the tapasya. We also having done first tapasya of going to Guru, having done second tapasya of listening from Guru the entire Siddhanta Jnanam, we have to do the third tapasya to experience, till we experience the Paramatma. And what is the third tapasya? So clearly it is said, Manasascha Indriyanam Aikagriyam is first one. Second is contemplating on the Tatastha Lakshanas on the Dwara that are given. Then in the Dwara, Annam, Pranam, Chakshusrotra, Mano, Vasham, in none of the six things the Tatastha Lakshanas were satisfied. And they are all satisfied in the Ananda Brahma. Till that happens, we have to go on doing Navasya. Then, like in Kata Upanishad, the Agni Vidya, Yamaraj, named it as Nachiketa Agni. You remember? In the same way here, this wonderful tapasya of recognizing self is done by Bhrugu, learning from his father, Varuna. Therefore, this is called as Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. Again, to remind us, through this Bhargavi Varuni Vidya, what you discover Paramatma is in your own cave of the heart. Don't try anywhere else to begin with. And whoever discovers this one, along with the bliss and liberation of inner experience, outside also, all these things, which were being told even in first Upasana Kanda, they all also are guaranteed and promised. फलश्रुति की बात हम कर रहे हैं. Now, of this one by one, 3 shlokas, we'll see it. Bhashya of the 6th Anuvakam. What Bhagavan says, Bhashya of 6th Anuvakam, first mantra, one by one word. Tapasya, the Bhashya for the 6th one. He says, Ki evam, in this way, tapasa vishuddha atma. Tapasa vishuddha atma, underline it. And by doing tapasya for sufficient time with sufficient efforts, our Bhrugu Maharaj became Vishuddha in his Antakarana. Atma here is Antakarana. So Vishuddha means made, purified, immaculate. Tapasya is through the tapasya of Bahya Antakarananam Samadhanam. So he has done. For that, whatever Viveka required, he has done. Vairagya required, he has done. Self-acceptance, self-discipline required, he has done. Then Vitareka Pratibhaksha Bhavana, that is required to be done to get out of the clutches of Upadhi, that he must have done. Then self-inspiration, auto-suggestion, all things by which Atma Antakarana becomes very Vishuddha is Tapaha. Therefore, Rayam Tavasa Vishuddha Atma. Keep that as goal. Our Atma should be Vishuddha. For that, everything which is done to achieve that is Tapasya. What is the Vishuddhi of the Tapasya in the Yoga Bhasha? Suddha Sattva Ekagra Nirmala Sukshma. Antakarana is generally disturbed with vrittis because of the Bahya Karana. Therefore, when the Bahya Karana is to a great extent controlled. And the other two aspects we all know, that doing our dharma and to exhaust our prarabdha without any distraction. So to in that process only eliminating the forceful, powerful vasanas. So Vasanakshaya, Prarabdha and Dharma Nirvahana, then Indriyadinam Nigrahanam. These three put together is called as Shuddha Antakaranam. The Antakaranam is not leaking to the senses. One thing, there is no regrets and guilts of doing the adharma or not doing the dharma. They are taken care. In the bargain, whatever the time it has taken for doing all this, in the as a result of all that, to great extent, the force of the vasanas to push you into the world, they are also subdued. That is called Vishuddha Antakarana. Always available, not running in Desha, not running in Kala, not running in Vastu through the Indriya Ityadi. That is called as Shuddha Antakarana. So, tapasa, evam tapasa Vishuddha Atma. In this way, Bhrugu having become Vishuddha through his tapasya. Are we becoming? Are we daily doing tapasya with the goal of becoming Vishuddha in our अंतःकरण? बसवा अंतःकरण शुद्धि की जरूरत को हमने समझा कि नहीं? That depends on whether we have understood our goal to be spiritual or not. जिनको परमात्मा लक्ष्य है वही अंतःकरण शुद्धि की बात करता है. Third thing, as we saw yesterday day before, are we loving this antakarana shuddhi achievement? If this is love, the love or attachment or attraction for anything which makes the antakarana ashuddha, we will be able to give it up. If not, no. So, through our everyday study and all, are we understanding clearly as Paramatma to be the goal? Are we understanding clearly that it demands the antakarana shuddhi? Are we understanding, accepting that antakarana shuddhi should be our primary achievement? So, with all respect and reverence, are we doing our other activities of upasana, japa, tapasya to achieve this antakarana shuddhi and maintain it and use of it for dhyana? Always remember what exactly and exhaustively we are studying in our yoga darshanam also. As long as the kleshas are there in us, very powerful and virulent, forget out attempting the kriya yoga or sampragnata samadhi. We can't even go to the spiritual class to listen stably because the nature and tendency of these kleshas is to push us into the world outside extroverted. The kleshas which are spoken in the yoga bhasha is called here the ashuddhism antakarana. So removing them is this. We have to prioritize it. We have to love it. You know, the raga, dvesha, adi spoil our antakarana. Shuddha antakarana required for deep meditation. Through meditation only we know the self. Therefore, to know the self, to do the meditation for the obtaining of Shuddha antakarana, this raga, dvesha have to be dropped. The clarity. I have to have purity of heart for knowing the self. The heart is impurified by the kleshas or all the raga deshadi, so I will not value it. This deep, sincere urge and effort leads to the Shuddha Antakarana. All that is called tapasya. Evam tapasa Vishuddha Atma. In that tapasa Vishuddha Atma, many things, many we can add. One of the thing is, he has no other business other than knowing the self. Only an Ashuddha Antakarana wala, Ashuddha Antakarana is either vasanas or their effect in the intellect as the desires or the habits of the mind to become extroverted, or the one who has got still craving for the objects through the sense organs. He is the one who becomes extroverted. He has got many other things to achieve. So the opposite of that, Vishuddhanta means nothing required. Only Paramatma is my goal. Is no doubtless clear. Anything you give doesn't want. Like Nachiket, Like our Bhrugu going to the Father Guru, though Father Guru could have given him many other things, but he doesn't want. He want Adihi Bhagavo Brahma iti. That is what Vishuddha Antakarana. It's a broad word. It has to be understood in many angles, and in all angles we have to reach to that Vishuddha Antakarana. From the Guna standpoint, you call it as Shuddha Sattva Guna. From the Ekagrata standpoint, you can call it Shuddha Ekagra. From the Sukshma standpoint, you can call it as Atyanta Sukshma. From the Indriya standpoint, we call it is not the slave of Indriyas, not slave of the body. All that is called Shuddha Antakarana, not the slave of the objects of the world, not perturbed by anything. Janma, Jara, Vyadhi, Mrityu. शुद्ध अंतकरण वाला किसी से डरता नहीं, किसी के लिए मरता नहीं, अब करता ही रहता है वो जिससे परमात्मा मिले. विशुद्ध अंतकरण. Just see in Gurudev's heart, what it must be. Vishuddha Antakarana. He himself came to know the truth. For that, to get that guidance from his both gurus, he had that Vishuddha Antakarana. He heard the Shastra from them, he meditated, he realized. After that, when he took up the work task of spreading the knowledge of Shastras, there's no any Ashuddhi. Vishuddhantakarana. This knowledge be given as seva to the jiva so that they get it and they also get liberated. In Bhakti Marga, the Vishuddhantakarana is called as Ananya Bhakti and Avyabhichara Bhakti. Avyabhichara Bhakti means going somewhere else in love or attachment or bhakti, leaving the God or Guru. Ananya means what? With the Guru also doing that bhakti of the Lord without any phalapeksha. A little higher side when you go, that Lord is seen everywhere, including in me. Therefore, I have no anyatha with him. At this level, bhakti and jnana come together. But there, Vishuddhi means that one. So, evam tavasa Vishuddha Atma, such a Bhrugu, pranadishu. Okay, in all them, annam, pranam, chakshu, shrotra, manovacham, ityadi. Here, pranam, vijnana, manaha and vijnana. Anna, prana, mano, vijnana, four koshas. Pranadishu, attentive. Sakalyena. Sakalyena means sakalena, sakala rupen, entirely. Brahma lakshanam apashyan. That Brahma lakshana of yato vayamani bhutani jayante, all those three, and these are all tatastha. Swarupa lakshana of satyam jnanam anantam, and then the other general lakshanas of birthless, changeless, modificationless, decayless, deathless. These are all the lakshanas of Brahma. So, in all these Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, he has not found Brahma Lakshanas Sakalyena satisfactorily, completely, exhaustively. Apashyan. What was he doing? He started with Annamaya, slowly, Shanaihi, Antaha Anupravishya, having going inside himself, becoming subtler and subtler. Remember, Antaha Pravishya means becoming subtler and subtler, going to the nearer and nearer inner layers of his own identity. Although none of them are real self, but they are subtler things. So Shanai, Antaratamam, internal, innermost layers. Shani, Antaha Anupravishya, sorry. Having gone inside, where did he reach up to? Antaratamam. तमा इज अल्टीमेट, उससे आगे और नहीं, सबसे अंदर वाला अंतरतमम. So here the first line of this sixth anuvaka, Anandam Brahmo, Anando Brahmeti Vejanat. So these all four lines are introduction to bring us to the main mantra, Anando Brahmeti Vejanat. So Anando Brahmeti Vejanat says Ananda is Brahma, he came to know. There's nothing great to explain it. But before that, how he arrived in the Sambandha Bhashya, as if It is a mantra bhasha only, as if sambandha bhasha he developed. How? Ki evam tapasa vishuddha atma. In this way, the Bhrugu who has made his antakarana absolutely shuddha and ekagra with tapasya. Then what did he do? Prana adisho, he took up for his second tapasya of inquiry of seeing the Brahma Lakshanas in the gateways or dwara told by his father Guru. Then he was little getting the Brahma Lakshana but not Sakalyena. So in the Annamaya he stha Brahma. Annam Brahmedi Vejana and all. But again after that Annena Jatani Jivanti Annam Prayantepi Samvishantiti Tad Vignaya again Punarevo Arunam Vidaram. And when you know it, why again go to the father? He has gone means he is not happy with that knowledge. Why? Because Anna is the Utpatti Darshanat. That is what. Brahma is not Utpatti. Not is an Utpanna object nahi hai. Therefore, he left the Annamaya. Then Shanai Antaha Anupravishya. From the Anna to the Prana, Antaha. From Prana to the Mana, Antaha. From Mana to Vijnana, Antaha. These all Antaha, Antaha. Yesterday we spoke on that for 1-2 months we have discussed when the Pakshi Rupa Kalpana say in the second Valli we were taken through all the ride of all the five koshas. Mm. तस्माद्वा एतस्मादात्मनः आत्मनः अन्यः अन्तरः तस्माद्वा एतस्मात् अन्नरसमयात् अन्यः आत्मा प्राणमयः अन्यः अन्तरः आत्मा प्राणमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम्. Now remember, though one is the Upanishad is one, Taittiriya, it is two again. The first two valleys is first is Upasana, second is entire Brahma Vidya. Third is Sadhana for Brahma Vidya, but the story of Bhrugu Varuna is a total thing attached. So what is said in the second one as the sadhana of slowly through the each of the kosha you go to the inside. Here it is said that he also has done that one. That is the meaning of Shanai Shanaihi Antaha Anupravishya. Dhire Dhire he has gone inside. So therefore, what are the three things? One, Brahma Prapti Ichha. Two, Brahma Swarupa Lakshanas experimented on the Upadhis. Three, when they are not satisfied, rejecting them and going to the inner next level of Upadhi. There again trying for the Brahma Lakshana application with the desire to Brahma Prapti. And that also, if found not to satisfy, all Lakshanas of Brahma go inside. And this has to happen pakka, foolproof. There should be no ambiguity in understanding or in effort or in the clear achievement. I want to discover my own essential nature to be Brahman. In that effort, the Brahma Tadastha Lakshanas are told. So I thought so far Anna and Prana is the self. Now, are these Lakshanas satisfied here? No. Therefore, the Anna and Prana is not Brahma, therefore is not me, is not mine. That clear conviction, please, this thing we are listening hundreds, thousands times. But is it making any difference? To we are still as Annamayosmi, Pranamayosmi only we are. The commonality between Bhrugu and all of us is we are all studying that one by one kosha we have to transcend and reach Paramatma. But the pakka difference between him and his what? He is through the tapasya totally uprooting the identity of Annamaya, the Stula Koshas with Brahma, therefore with his own self also uprooting, rejecting totally. Staying in the body, using the body, living the body in the body, yet totally rejection of the Annamaya to be the Atma. That is the meaning of tapasya here. If that is not achieved, only theory is gained. Actually, we have not traveled, then we are not reaching to Paramatma. We are stagnant, caught up only at Annamayosmi. That is the real Tapas. Clear, doubtless conviction that I am not the unnamed prana. For such person, अन्नमय नहीं मैं हूँ, इसलिए वो मृत्यु का भय के लेश मात्र भी नहीं रहेगा. प्राणमय मैं नहीं हूँ, so he will not be bound by hunger and thirst 24 hours. That concept is gone. When it is hungry, some food is given, second में forget, भूल गए. In that way, that highest yogic level or dhyana level or pakka Vedanti level, we are expected here. We are studying Upanishad, it is ultimate. इससे बढ़कर और कोई ग्रंथ नहीं बताने को, इसलिए इसमें ही the ultimate बताना चाहिए. So he is not just casually attending class and doing some japa and upasana and feeling, yeah, कुछ समझ गया हम. हाँ. He is through tapasya antaha anupravishya means what? Shanai. He is rejecting the identity with the outer koshas and becoming inside. You can imagine this as if in the case of Parikshit. So as he was listening to the bhakti about the Lord given by Shukadev ji, so to the Satyam Param Dhimahi, he was while listening only lifting himself to that level. That when the seventh day came, then the 12th skanda, almost 11th skanda is over, then he just took permission to merge his Sukshma Sharira in the totality. Today, which we talk in the Yoga Darshanam also, the Avyaktadi. Then he just held himself in the Atmanamut. So by listening only, he reached to that level. You and I, we have to struggle to get out of the Anna Prana Tadatmya. And also Manovijnana, all the four. That tapasya he has done. That is why here, Shanaihi Antaha Pravishya, this word we are explaining. And again, to talk a lot about it, if we are allowed or given time permission, he is trying to go inside. When he's not trying to go inside, not able to go, he understands that in the Vyavahara, where he is not on the meditational seat, something related to the gross koshas is valued. Therefore, he is stuck up. Therefore, he will get detached from that and thus help himself in the meditation to go deeper. With the deeper going, again he gets inspiration to keep away the world. In that way. That's the meaning of Shanaihi Antahanu Pravish. Then the first sentence. Anandam Anando Brahma iti Vyajanat. Anta Pravishya Antaratamam. सबसे अंदर वाला सबसे अंदर वाला सबके अंदर वाला. What is that? Anandam Brahma Vijnatavan. He has discovered the Ananda Brahma. He has discovered the Ananda. Now the entire literature of spirituality, of Vedanta, Brahmanamurti, or Moksha, what we talk for months, years, and all that together, here one line mein he is saying what it is, कि tapasa eva sadhanena Bhrugu. Just by the sadhana of tapasya, the Bhrugu has discovered his own inner antaratama Ananda Brahma. He's not Anandamaya Kosha, please. Anandamaya Kosha also is conditioning. It has to have some punyam performed earlier. It has to be having some upasanas done. Then the grace of the Lord should come in the form of some or the other conducive situations outside. They have to create a peculiar vritti in which the Brahma Ananda is expressed as the reflected Ananda. That is called as Anandamaya Kosha. We are not talking here about Anandamaya Kosha. It is Anando Brahma iti Vejana. आनंद ही स्वरूप है, आनंद में कोश नहीं है इधर. Otherwise, here the story would have not completed. Completed means he has reached the ultimate for which he started. He started for Brahma, Brahma ko paya. Anandam Brahma Vijnatvan. Now the punch lines are Tapasa eva sadhanena Bhrugu. Which is a sadhana which took him to Brahmanumati tapasya. And what is tapasya? Manaha Indriyana Maikagram. Then knowing the Brahma Lakshanas, Swarupa Tadastha, and going on experimenting in him on everything which we think as Atma. When we don't find these things satisfied, keep on rejecting by saying, ये लक्षण उसमें नहीं है इसलिए आत्मा नहीं है, आत्मा नहीं. Then reach to the real Brahma inside, which satisfies this yatava imani yena jatani yat prayanti. Yeah, reach. And yesterday in our analysis we have seen in the prapti of the ananda only all jivas journey is concluding. Efforts are concluding. And in that effort final of prapti of ananda, there is no effort of anything involved in which some outer object is gained. Therefore, subjective blissful self is recognized as Brahman satisfying all this. Means total thought kya hua? I am that blissful Brahman from whom the entire universe coming, staying and going. I am not disturbed. That state. So, tapasa eva sadhanena Bhrugu. Therefore, what is the take home point of the entire Taittiriya Upanishad? है ना, जो हम 450 दिन से कर रहे हैं, टुडे 950 days. बिग टाइम 15 महीने हम लगाए. Take home point is this one कि तस्मात् therefore ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासुना, by the one who want to experience the Brahman, Brahma Vijnasuna, Bahya Antah Karana Samadhana Lakshanam Paramam Tapaha Sadhanam Anushteyam iti, the entire Prakarana Arthaha. Here Prakarana is the story of Bhrugu and Varuna, but that has come as a sadhana for Brahmavalli. The Brahmavalli is a part of Upanishad. Upanishad is to give us moksha through Brahma Vidya. Therefore, here Prakarana Artha means in the context of anyone, not only Bhrugu, anyone who want to realize the Brahman and get liberated. For all of them, same thing is applicable. What it is? Tasmat Brahma Vijnasuna. Are we this Brahma Vijignasu or not is the first question to be sorted out. Do you want to experience the Brahman or not? It's $1 million thing. नहीं है अंदर चाहत तो दिया भी गया तो नॉलेज और उपाय साधना they will not receive. है ना, like the child is not hungry, you will suffer, trouble him, and you also get troubled in trying to feed him because उसको भूख ही नहीं है. In the same way जिसको ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा विजिज्ञासा भूख नहीं है, you will never ever listen only all these things. Therefore, we have to question ourselves through study of Shastra, analyzing our life, Brahma Vijnasa growing or not. To such an extent, other than knowing and establishing in Brahman, nothing else I want. Again, the Nachiketa brand of single pointedness. To that Brahma Vijnasa. है ना? अतः तस्मात् ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासुना, for a Brahma Vijignaso, listen. Bahya Antakaranam Samadhana Lakshanam. Bahya Karanam 10 Indriyas. Antakaranam 4 of the Antakarana. इन सबको समाधान में लाने वाला समाधान लक्षणम paramam tapaha. Why? Paramam is used because so many things we can do, but then total samadhana of these faculties is next to impossible. But there is no other way. For the simple reason, when they are not samadhana kruta, absolutely quietened. They are the ones expression of Maya. Go on projecting the world which is unreal and we are lost in it. देखो इसका जरूरी है. बाह्य अंतकरण समाधान लक्षणम परमम तपः साधनम. So if you want to have Brahma Jignasa into Anubhuti, Bahya Antakarana totally samadhan hona hai. You have to transcend it. And what makes it transcendental or samadhana yukta is tapaha. Therefore, that tapaha is paramasadhanam. Because it's paramasadhanam, anushteyam. As an anusthana, it is to be done. Iti prakaranartha. There is nothing important greater than this to be spoken. For a sincere seeker, it is being spoken. यही पूरा ये भृगु वर्ण प्रकरण का भी अर्थ है. टोटल तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद का प्रकरण का भी अर्थ है. प्रकरण अर्थ मीन्स द मीनिंग ऑफ द कंटेक्स्ट. प्रकरण मीन्स कंटेक्स्ट. In the context of the Bhrugu Varuna Katha, in the context of the entire universe, all the Upanishad, what is conclusion here? Ki Paramam Tapaha Sadhanam Anushtayam. The supreme tapasya is a sadhana for a Brahma Jignasu to fulfill his Jignasa in the experience of Brahman. Therefore, that tapasya Anushtayam. First to come to this. Brahma Prapti के लिए आपको तपस्या का अनुष्ठान करना है. Then the definition. What tapasya? बाह्य अंतःकरण समाधान लक्षणम. If the bahya karana antakarana are not samadhana, not totally controlled, then what they present, the world of multiplicity alone will always be there in our thoughts. But if you quieten kar diya, then they give us license, permission to go inside into the self. These all were said in 5th chapter of Gita in last 2-3 shlokas. See, beautiful. स्पर्शान कृत्वा बहिर्बाह्यान. सेम थिंग रावण को भी कल बताया. चक्षुश्चैवान्तरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानौ समौ कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यतेन्द्रियमनो बुद्धिः. देखो, मुनिः मोक्षपरायणः विगतेच्छा भयक्रोधः यः सदा मुक्त एव सः. लास्ट but one श्लोक. लास्ट but 1, 2, 3 श्लोकास. सो घूम फिरा के कोई भी साधना सनातन धर्म में शास्त्र साधना हमको यही लेके आता है. बाह्य अंतःकरण समाधान रूपी परम तपस्या इज अनुष्ठेय फॉर ए ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासु बिकॉज दैट इज द ओनली साधना. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पैरा, दिस पर्टिकुलर लाइन. तस्मात् ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासुना बाह्य अंतःकरण समाधान लक्षणम परमं तपः साधनम अनुष्ठेयम इति प्रकरणार्थ. ये हाईएस्ट टीचिंग. उसको फिर नीचे लेवल हमारे लेवल में लाने के लिए हम कैसे करूं, मैं इतनी चीजों में फंसा हुआ हूं. अब फिर विवेक करो. तो विवेक का गेट दैट वैराग्य. Then only their natural tendency of outwardness can be curbed and curtailed. Instead of viveka, we have aviveka. Instead of vairagya, we have raga dvesha and plenty of vasanas. अब देखो ये इंद्रिया और अंतःकरण अंदर कैसे जाएंगे हो? That will be forced outside only. And are riding on the mana or antakarana and bahya karana. You and I as a jiva run into the world. We are not sadhakas. We are samsari. A jiva becoming samsari because of vasanas, because of ragadvesha, riding on the faculties into the world. And he will be a sadhaka when he tries to discover the Paramatma. To discover Paramatma for him, when he defined himself as sadhaka, the sadhana foremost, utmost is bahya antakarana samadhanam. That is never achievable without viveka and vairagya. You have done already viveka, you have done already vairagya. Therefore, some habitual extrovertedness is there of antakarana and the indriyas just try to become introverted. In this way, presupposing that we have done all of that, the Shruti Mata tells, but we are not at that level, so we have to start from scratch only. Like today we will see in our Yoga Darshanam. First, for the higher people, the sadhana is told, again then the lower. For the higher, why? Imagining that they are qualified, if at all anyone. Like sadhana बाद पहले समाधि बाद में होना चाहिए था. But समाधि पहले बोल दी क्यों? If somebody is qualified, they can go holding on to that and reach out. Those who cannot, for them the sadhana path. तो here also श्रुति माता कि एकाग्र करने का तपस्या कहो कहा, बट हमको देखो हो ही नहीं रहा. We have to see the reason. This we are having no what you say, full no viveka and no vairagya. कितना भी शास्त्र पढ़ो, the basic sadhana is viveka only. Basic second sadhana vairagya only. Basic third sadhana समाधि संपदा. दे इसके बिना आप कितने खिंचाता नहीं करो. Go to 1000 gurus. Listen every Upanishad 2000 times. Not even inch we will go toward the realization of self. And such knowledge can be used as a prophecy to give to others and become oneself famous and all. वो मिलेगा चाहिए तो फल, but not moksha. Moksha is only by anubhuti of Brahman. Brahma anubhuti one can have only when we are not going outside extroverted. We go outside extroverted through our faculties of mana and indriya. And that's because of plenty of vasanas we have, and also we have lots of raga dvesha desires. So through viveka, when the vairagya is gained, through karma yoga and ashtanga yoga and bhakti yoga to a great extent, vasanas are removed, then only we go inside beyond the koshas to reach the self. हमको तो हर जगह फंसना है, अन्नमय में फंस जाते हैं बैठे ध्यान के लिए, बट निद्रा आ गई. प्राणा में फंस जाते हैं बैठे ध्यान के लिए, बट द माइंड इज वॉन्डरिंग इन वेराइटी ऑफ द फूड्स. अगेन बैठे मेडिटेशन के लिए फंस जाते हैं द माइंड लेवल, सो मेनी इमोशंस इट हैज गॉट व्हाट थिंग्स एंड बीइंग्स दे ओनली आर रिमेंबर्ड. अरे इतना है तो हाउ कैन वी गो डीप इनसाइड मेडिटेशन? लाख कोशिश करो, लाख साल जन्म कोशिश करो, without the samadhanam of all the faculties, we cannot have freedom to go deep inside to discover the self. Because of this only, the specifically Shruti Mata mentioned, double specifically Shankara Bhagavan says, Tasmata Brahma Vijujnasuna Bahya Antakarana Samadhana Lakshanam Paramam Tapam Sadhanatvena Anushteyam iti Prakarana Artha. अब इस मुख्य विषय को छोड़कर अब किसी में भी हम फंसे, हम खुद को फंसा रहे. जनरली वी डू दैट, वी डू बीटिंग अराउंड द बुश, वी डोंट एंटर इनटू द बुश. That guts are not there to us, that weakness is there in us because we are slaves to the word still. That's why Upanishad is not everybody's bite. कोई भी बैठता है उपनिषद के लिए वो सो ही जाता है वो. And you and I listening to get an information that Brahma Anubhuti is moksha giver, and for that we have to do the Bhyantakarana Samadhan Rupi Tapasya. So therefore, let us slowly. Today thought is given, an idea is given, inspiration is given. Using all of that, one really works hard on himself in samadhana of all faculties through all sadhanas of Viveka, Vairagya, Sharanavadi, so to Vasana, Purgation through Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. When he does all that with all knowledge, then he will be qualified for internal journey to cross one by one upadhis or the koshas with the given paddhati of trying to apply Paramatma Swarupa, that has Lakshana on them. Not satisfied, go inside. Not satisfied, go inside. Not satisfied. Shanaihi, Shanaihi. Antah Pravishya Antarutamam Brahma Anandam Praptavan. Okay, Anandam Brahma Vijnatavan. That will achieve. So therefore, Tasmat Brahma Vijignyasana Bahya Antakarana Samadhana Lakshanam Paramam Tapaha Sadhanam Anushteyam Idi Prakarana. Takes lot of time depending on two factors. How many deep the vasanas are there? Second, while forgetting or forgetting the vasanas through karma bhakti yoga, are we involving the new ones? You know, नए वासना पुराने तो खत्म कर रहे हैं और नए ला रहे. Then the perennial flow of the vasanas and thoughts only will be there. We can never make them prashamita. Looks tough, but we have to do no other way. One of the biggest thing which helps us is all sorts of companies which inspire us in purgation of vasanas, which inspire us in controlling the faculties, which inspire us in obtaining Brahma, which is the giver of moksha. Only to that we have to keep on exposing. That's why satsanga. Opposite of it, if we do, unknowingly only our mind will become lost in the things and all the beings of the world and the bhoga enchantment. We go far away from our truth. So everything is important. Our satsanga company is important. Either our books or thoughts or programs or people or discussions. From there it starts. Analyzing our own experiences. That's beautifully said in our Mundaka Upanishad. Karma Chitan Lokan Brahmana Pariksha निर्वेदमायात्न अस्ति अकृतकृतेन तत् विज्ञानार्थं स गुरुमेवाभिगच्छेत् तद् विज्ञानार्थमेव तद एव विज्ञानार्थम गुरुमेव अभिगच्छेतेव. वी हैव सीन इट. इसका इतना बल है ऐसे सेंटेंसेस में. उस परमात्मा को जानने के लिए मात्र ही गुरु के पास ही खुद ही जाकर वही पूछकर मांगना, तभी जाकर द आत्मा इज रिवील्ड. What we are trying last 10 minutes is trying to understand in many ways what is said by Bhagavan Adi Shankara कि this बाह्य अंतःकरण समाधान रूप परमं तपः साधनत्वेन अनुष्ठेयम. We are trying to understand it. बाह्यंतर समाधान रक्षणं परमं तपः साधनम अनुष्ठेयम इति प्रकरणार्थः. Okay, without doing these things, just study the Shastras, listen to the Shastras, okay, maybe doing japa, upasana, they all become punya karma, sadhana karma nahi. That's why we said, first of all, do you want Brahma Anubhuti or not? Yeah, that is inside you. You have to go innermost. To travel innermost, you have to stop going outside. The going outside stop करने को ही बाह्यंतकरण प्रशमनम कहते हैं. That's called tapasya. First tapasya. Second tapasya is going inside. Third, rejecting one by one koshas because they are not satisfying all lakshanas of Brahman. Here now the tapasya is inquiry wala, trying to match the qualities of Brahman with that particular koshas. Till we reach that final abode, like Bhrugu reached, we should not put off the efforts of tapasya. Whatever the efforts put that are called as tapasya should not be given up. In this way, first mantra is explained. Anando Brahmeti Vejanat, Ananda Deva Kalimani Bhutani Jayante, Anandena Jatani Jivanti, Anandam Prayanti, Avisambhishanti iti. Therefore, Ananda is Brahman, there is nothing more than that. हो गया. Inside, 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 discover. करने से पता चलता है. He has reached it. When we go, we also reach. Without going, we will never understand how he has reached. Little better help is given to us in second one by telling us about the विज्ञानमय गुहा. थोड़ा वहाँ substantial समझने को लगता है. That give up anna prana mana, don't enter into anandamaya. In the vijnanamaya, from vijnanamaya kosha which is extroverted, become vijnana guha, enter into vijnana guha. And what is the vijnana guha there? Buddhi guha, where the drashta, shrota, manta, vijnata is happening. Then to catch who is happening as drashta, shrota, manta, vijnata, drop the reasons for drashta, shrota, manta, vijnata called as using the faculties. When the faculties are dropped, he is no more drashta, shrota, manta, vijnata, he is pure chit avasa. Even the hamriti also is dropped, is chit swarupa. And the chitta, when it looks at itself the other side, it finds itself to be the sat swarupa. So that sat chit is recognized that way as per our second anuvaka Valli. Same thing here also, but details are not given. He went on going inside. Even Vijnana also in it transcended. He has found the Ananda Brahma, not Ananda Kosh. Bhrugu has reached it. Okay, now we come to the second mantra. Aduna, now, Akhyayikataha apasrutya, keeping away or going away from the Akhyayika. The Katha means Katha ka purpose ho gaya. Now, Shruti Mata is Hatkar, story is over. भृगु वर्ण कथा is over. आख्यायिकातः अपसृत्य श्रुतिः, श्रुति माता herself, स्वेन वचनेन, by her own words, आख्यायिका निर्वर्त्यम अर्थम आचष्टे. The essence of the आख्यायिका, the श्रुति माता herself, आख्यायिका से साइड पे आकर बता रही है. तो अधुना आख्यायिकातः अपसृत्य श्रुति स्वेन वचनेन आख्यायिका निर्वर्त्यम अर्थम आचष्टे. Nirvartya means aimed at. Artha means meaning, purpose. Achashte, she herself took initiative to tell. Shruti Mata herself. मीन्स दिस पोर्शन इज नॉट द भृगु वरुण संवाद, वो हो चुका है कथा. हियर द कथा केम इन बिटवीन ओनली, बट इन नचिकेता पहले से अंत तक कथा ही है वो. राम कथा इन बिटवीन वेदांत. What is the Shruti Mata's Nirvartyam Artham? Her opinion about the meaning of the entire Akhyayika is, let us chant, Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya Parame Vyoman Pratishtita Ya Evam Veda Pratitishthati. Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya Parame Vyoman Pratishtita Ya Evam Veda Pratitishthati. इसे श्रुति माता का वाणी है ये, ना गुरु वरुण का है, ना शिष्य यस भृगु का है. वो हो गया. अब श्रुति माता कह रही है. व्हाट शी सेज, वी हैव चैंटेड द मंत्र, द मीनिंग ऑफ इट एंड भाष्य इट ऑलमोस्ट सेम. मीनिंग इज सा एषा भार्गवी वारुणी विद्या. That this is Bhargavi Varuni Vidya to discover Brahman. Because Anando Brahmeti Vijana is the main sentence. He searched the Brahman, he found the Brahman to be the innermost Ananda Swarupa Atma. Okay, inner Ananda is himself, he is found to be as Brahman and Atman. So Sa Esha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. Now, where this found Brahman again, Shruti Mata, after telling story, she goes back to where she started story in the second Valli. About what? In the Hridaya Akash. Is it not? स एषोऽन्तरहृदय आकाशः तस्मिन्नयं पुरुषो मनोमयः. वहां से शुरू करके इवन बिफोर दैट ओनली, in the second or the beginning only, यो वेद निहितम गुहायाम परमे व्योमन सोष्ठुते सर्वान, कहा ना. तो वो अंतर गुहा की बात करें यहाँ फिर से कि परमे व्योमन प्रतिष्ठिता. श्रुति माता काइंडनेस, बेटा ये वाला जो आत्मा अपने हृदय आकाश में ही है, उस दर को पकड़ो, उसको डोंट गो एनीवेयर एल्स. ये एवं वेद. And whoever as done by Bhrugu does Pratitishthati, he will also establish in his identity with the Brahma Tattva and get mukti from the Upadhi Yukta Jiva Bhava. I only through Upadhi as a Jiva, no suffering. I am not informed anything. Now I am given knowledge. No, I only try to do sadhana. In the sadhana, when I give up all the Upadhi, I discover myself to be Nirupadhika, different Brahma. That's it. So, Bhashyakara's Bhashya, we see it for the second mantra of the sixth Valli, ANUVAKAM. He says, Sa Esha Bhargavi. Bhargavi means Bhruguna Vidita. Bhargavi means Bhruguna Vidita, known by the Bhrugu. इसलिए इस विद्या को भार्गवी कहा. बट भाई वारुणी, बिकॉज वरुणेन प्रोक्ता. So Varunena Prokta Varuni, then Bhruguna Vidita Bhargavi Vidya. Sa Esha. I am chanting the mantra and uska Bhashyam dekh rahe. Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya Parame Vyoman Pratishtita Ya Evam Veda Pratitishthati. इस मंत्र का अर्थ हम देख रहे हैं. सा ऐसा भार्गवी विद्या, वही भार्गवी भृगुणा प्राप्त और भृगुणा विदिता वरुणेन प्रोक्ता, spoken by the Varuna. Therefore, Varuni Vidya. This is Varuni Vidya. Bhargavi and Varuni Vidya. So, when it is said Bhargavi Varuni Vidya, any new person, he doesn't understand. Guru ne Shishu ko bola. But you and I struggled last 1 month studying this so far. In that we have understood there the greatness of Varuna in bringing up his son, greatness of Bhrugu allowing the father to bring him up, the parakast of both of that only, that the best of the question he asked and the best of the answer he gave. And then the disciple went on traveling, searching and reached. That is why यहाँ श्रुति माता ही उनके नाम से इस विद्या को बुला रहे. जनरली इट्स कॉल्ड ब्रह्म विद्या और परा विद्या और आत्म विद्या और ब्रह्मात्मा के बोध. बट यहाँ कहते भार्गवी वारुणी विद्या. बिकॉज़ फ्रेश अभी ये कहानी हम सुनकर आ रहे हैं ना, उन्होंने भृगु, उसमें भृगु एंड वरुण है द हाईएस्ट ऑफ गुरु एंड डिसिपल, दे टच्ड इट। लाइक समटाइम्स any scientific investigation done, that particular thing is named out of that scientist also. Many of the Pythagoras discovered Pythagoras theorem, Archimedes discovered Archimedes theorem, and Newton's law of gravitation because he discovered. It is named after them. Here also, Bhargavi Varuni. So, Sa Esha Bhargavi Bhruguna Vidita Varunena Prokta Varuni Vidya. Okay, first line is explained. Second one, Parame Vyoman. What is Parame Vyoman? Hrudaya Akasha Guhayam Parame Anande Advaite Pratishtita. So here the Vidya it is, Paravidya, Brahma Vidya. So this is what is Bhargavi Vidya, Varuni Vidya, Saesha, Bhargavi Varuni Vidya, Parame Vyoman Pratishtita. Now be careful about it. परमे व्योमन प्रतिष्ठिता का अर्थ क्या है कि परमे व्योमन हृदय आकाश गुहायाम, इन द केव ऑफ द स्पेस ऑफ द हार्ट, हृदय के आकाश के गुहा में, मीन्स हृदय आकाश ही गुहा है. सो व्योम मीन्स आकाश, कहाँ का आकाश? हृदय का आकाश. And that is guha because earlier it is talked as guha in this Upanishad through 3 times. Okay. So we have to go to Vijnanamaya Kosha, from Vijnanamaya Kosha to the Hridaya, from the Hridaya to Hridaya Guha. In the Hridaya Guha there is an Akash. That we have to reach. Okay, Hridaya Akasha Guhayam. We attend to. Parame, what is the meaning of Parame Pratishtita? Vyoman is explained. Hridaya, Guha, Akasha explained. Vyoman means Akasha, which is there in the Guha of the Hridaya, which is beyond Vijnanamaya Kosha. विज्ञानमय के भीतर रहने वाले हृदय गुहा के अंदर रहने वाला आकाश की बात हो रही है यहाँ. Now that is explained. Vyoman. Now what is Parame? Parame is means Anande, Advaite. Parama means Ananda, which is Advaita. One second, one third second. The third word is important, Pratishtita. What is the meaning of Pratishtita? Parisamapta. What is the meaning of Parisamapta? Annamayad Atmana Adipravritta. Matlab, that effort called as Vidya in trying to know the Brahman, which started at the Anandamaya in this particular Valli, done by the Bhrugu, as Pratishtita means, Parisamapta means concluded. There is nothing further to go. Whereas it concluded in discovering the Brahma. मतलब आनंदमय से शुरू हुआ ये जो विद्या को पाने वाला प्रयत्न, हृदय आकाश में जो आनंद ब्रह्म को पाने में समाप्त हो गया, है ना. ब्रह्म को पाने वाला विद्या अन्नमय से स्टार्ट करके हृदय में जो आकाश है वहां तक ले जाकर वो समापन हो गया, संपन्न हो गया, बिकॉज पर्पस इज फुलफिल्ड. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ परमे व्योमन प्रतिष्ठिता. Vyoman means in the cave of the space of the cave of the heart. Parame means in the ultimate thing called as Ananda Brahma, not in the other koshas. Pratishtita means Parisamapta. It concluded there. There is nothing we have to go. So the Vidya concluded in the discovery of the Supreme Brahman as Ananda in the Hridaya Akasha, which started from the Annamaya. Vidya means knowing the existing the self. Already Vidya again don't ask. We have discussed in the first, second, third Anuvakas exhaustively. So Sa Esha Bhargavi Vidya Parame Vyoman Pratishtita. That this is the Vidya which is given by the Varna, taken by the Bhrugu, the father and son. That is the Vidya. What has it done? Parame Vyoman Pratishtita. It made the sadhaka established and it itself concluded. विद्या प्रतिष्ठिता, विद्या इस तरह समाप्त हो गई. कहा कि साधक को अपने हृदय आकाश में रहने वाला आनंद रूपी परम स्थिति को पहुंचाकर, बियॉन्ड विच देयर इज नथिंग मोर. That is the meaning of Sa Esha Bhargavi Bruna Vidita Varunena Prokta Varuni Vidya Parame Vyoman Rudya Akasha Guhayam Parame Anande Advaite Pratishtita Parisamaptaha Annamayad Atmanadi Sampravutta. Okay. Now, next one. Next one is what? Ya evam Veda Pratitishthati has to be explained. Yaha evam, whoever may be in this way, Anyaha api, other than Bhrugu, anyone in the universe, including you and I, Anya api, tapasa eva sadhanena, देखो चौथी बार insist कर रहे हैं, tapasa eva sadhanena and anena eva kramena. In this technique only of each of the gross koshas taken and you experiment on it, the lakshanas of Brahma, not satisfactorily found there, you are dropping that kosha and going to next. Anena prakarena. So through the tapasya, in this manner alone, okay, yaha evam anya api, anybody who is other than Bhrugu, in this way only, tapasa eva sadhanena means bhayantakaran samadhana rupi tapasa sadhanena, aneneva kramena, with that samadhana yukta personality, applying the gunas of Brahman on each of the koshas. Anybody who does, aneneva kramena, anupravishya, he also will enter into deeper and deeper and deeper and final kosha, Anandam Brahma Veda. He will also reach that Ananda Brahma. Everybody can try, anybody can try, everybody has got 100% probability of success. So, Saha evam vidya pratishthanat pratitishthati anande parame brahmani. Because this way he is also he reaches to the final core of the Brahma Vidya. Like Bhrugu, he also Anande Parame Brahmani Pratitishthati. He will also discover and establish in his identity with the Parama Brahma. Therefore, Brahma eva bhavati tyartha. The final meaning is what? Like Bhrugu has discovered his oneness with Brahman, anybody who does the same way, they also will reach. There's no doubt at all. That's the meaning of Ya evam Veda Pratitishthati. Ya means where you may be. Evam in this way. Veda means knows and does the practice. Pratitishthati also establishes in that truth in which the Bhrugu has got established. That's the meaning of this Anuvaka. Now the Drushta Phala, that's not ultimate Phala. There's another Drushta Phala also. Drushtafalam cha tasya uchyate. The Društafala, the seen outside gross result, along with merging with the Brahman to such a student, whether it's Bhrugu or any one of us who have tried it, is what? Annavan annado bhavati, mahan bhavati, prajaya pashubir brahma varchasena mahan kirtya. So annavan bhavati, annadaha bhavati. He has got lot of the food to give to others. He will have the lot of food for himself to eat. This all we'll see tomorrow. Huh? Then Mahan Bhavati, he will become great also. Prajaya Pashubir Brahmavarcha Sena. He will have lot of Praja, Pashu and Brahmavarcha. Because of all these, he become Mahan Bhavati. Then another thing he becomes Mahan, not only for Praja, etc. is what? Kirtiya. If character, conductor is reaching the goal is so great that the Kirti also spreads everywhere. The meaning of this tomorrow we'll see. Falashruti. So we have seen in the Bhrugu so far in the 6-7 Anuvakas, tapasya of outer and inner, none is the means for reaching to the innermost self. The outer tapasya is curbing the 10 faculties, the inner tapasya is curbing the 4 faculties. Beyond that is Paramatma. Anyone who tries seriously, sincerely in this Padhati told like Bhrugu, everyone will be given that experience of liberation. In this way, we see today. Tomorrow, we'll stand this one and explain. Then go to the Saptamonvaka, Ashtamonvaka, Jitna ho sake. Let's pray to the Lord for giving us this opportunity. Om. Om 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 Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate मुच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमेश्वरो परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you all. Yeah. Few more days. Bhrugu Valli, 6, 7 अनुवाका, 6 are अनुवाkas done. 7, 8, 9 छोटा छोटा होगा. थोड़ा वहाँ डिस्कशन होगा. So maybe 10 days maximum. We'll be concluding it. Come back in 2 minutes for Yoga Darshanam. Amma. Oh.